Hello everybody and welcome back to Today in the NBA. Today I'm going to be going over my mock draft. Now just a disclaimer, this is what I think is going to happen, not what I would do. So with the first overall pick, the San Antonio Spurs select Victor Wembanyama out of France. Now it's not really a surprise, I'm not going to talk about this too much. Unbelievable blend of size, skill and athleticism. He's going first. With the second overall pick, the Charlotte Hornets select Brandon Miller out of Alabama. Now this is, like what I said before, what I think is going to happen, not what I would do. If I were the Hornets here, I would take best player available and select Scoot Henderson. But I think that they are going to look at Brandon Miller, see his shooting, athleticism, his blend of skill, and think he could be an amazing complementary piece alongside LaMelo Ball. With the third overall pick, I have the Portland Trail Blazers selecting Scoot Henderson out of G League Ignite. Scoot's going to go in the top 3, it doesn't matter where the Blazers are. If this happens, however, I think either Dame or Scoot are going to be getting traded. Scoot's just an unbelievable talent and will go first in a lot of other drafts. With the fourth overall pick, I have the Houston Rockets taking Amen Thompson out of the Overtime Elite League. He fits their team perfectly as an athletic player who can lock up on defense and provide a much needed source of playmaking on offense. If the Rockets feel like they're going to be getting James Harden this offseason, this pick could be changed to maybe a Cam Whitmore or an Ausar Thompson, but I don't feel like that's going to happen. I think James Harden will be signing with the 76ers. With the fifth overall pick, I have the Detroit Pistons selecting Cam Whitmore out of Villanova. Cam Whitmore is a small forward, athletic, strong, skilled, capable shooter. I think he would fit right in alongside what the Pistons are building, with them needing some front court and wing depth. Another thing with Cam Whitmore is he will be able to play the small ball 4 if they want to run someone like Isaiah Stewart at the 5. With the sixth overall pick, I have the Orlando Magic taking Ausar Thompson out of the Overtime Elite League. Ausar is an athletic wing with crazy good upside. With the Magic having 2 picks in this draft, I think they spend their first one on upside while they use their second one on a player that is a little bit more safer. Ausar might not be able to contribute to what the Magic are doing straight away, but in the future, I think he will become a key part of this team. With the 7th overall pick, I have the Indiana Pacers taking Taylor Hendricks out of UCF. Taylor Hendricks seems like a player that would be perfect in a Pacers uniform. Him and Miles Turner would combine for a terrifying defensive frontcourt, being able to block everything and switch as needed, while also being able to space the floor for Tyrese Halliburton and anyone else they manage to add. With the 8th overall pick, I have the Washington Wizards taking Anthony Black out of Arkansas. Anthony Black is a big guard who will be able to work alongside what the Wizards are building and what they currently have, as someone who will just be able to slot into their system, be either a good complementary piece alongside Bradley Beal, or be someone that you can rely on to run the show if they trade Beal. The Wizards haven't had a good point guard ever since they traded Russell Westbrook to the Lakers. I think Anthony Black is someone who could come in and fill that role straight away. With the 9th overall pick, I have the Utah Jazz getting a steal with Jarace Walker. I don't think Jarace will go any sooner than this if this is the way that the draft plays out, as the Wizards don't need any more forward depth. The Pacers are sold on Taylor Hendricks and the Magic are in the same boat as the Wizards. The Jazz would love Jarace Walker here. Him and Walker Kessler as a young defensive frontcourt would be perfect for them. With the 10th overall pick, I have the Dallas Mavericks selecting Grady Dick out of Kansas. Grady Dick provides the Mavericks with some much needed floor spacing. He would be the perfect player for Luka to kick the ball out to. The Mavericks have shooters on their team, but they have no one that is elite in that role. This is where I think Grady Dick could shine, as he is an amazing lights out shooter. With the 11th overall pick, I have the Orlando Magic taking Nick Smith Jr. out of Arkansas. Nick Smith is a good 3-point shooter and is someone who has shown that he is able to play off ball. Here, I don't think the Magic reach and try and take a shooter like Jordan Hawkins. I think they play it safe and take another fairly high upside player like Nick Smith Jr. Nick Smith will be able to compete with what the Magic are doing straight away. With the 12th overall pick, I have the Oklahoma City Thunder selecting Dereck Lively, the second out of Duke. Dereck Lively provides some much needed front court depth for the Thunder. Along with that, him and Chet Holmgren will combine for a terrifying defensive front court, both of them being excellent shot blockers. Dereck Lively has also shown some potential at spacing the floor. If he can develop into a 3-and-D center, that will be invaluable for the Thunder and would help with exactly what they are trying to build. With the 13th overall pick, I have the Toronto Raptors selecting Cason Wallace out of Kentucky. Cason Wallace is an elite defender and someone that would be an amazing replacement for Fred VanVleet, who has decided to waive his player option and will most likely be leaving in free agency. Cason Wallace is also someone that is going to be able to come in and impact winning straight away. With the 14th overall pick, I have my New Orleans Pelicans selecting Kobe Buffkin out of Michigan. Kobe Buffkin is a great player to pick up here at the end of the lottery and is someone who will be able to develop into an awesome complementary piece alongside Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson. He is the perfect player to fit alongside them as he is able to set both up while also being able to play off of the ball. And that does it. Thank you for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.